We're looking here at the most recent build of Crunchbang++, which is one that was built in September 2021 for the latest Debian, and I believe the next build will be for the next build of Debian. These just get updated, as does Debian, along with all their repo refreshments and so forth. A little bit of the background for those that do not know. Crunchbang++ is something that's developed alongside, though not in competition with, Bunsen Labs. Both of them were born out of the ashes of the original Crunchbang, and both have the blessing of the Crunchbang original developer, Philip Newborough. As we look here, this is the original Crunchbang website, which is still around, as is the old forums. And if you care to visit through those, you'll find me on there as Hi, H-Y. So lots of stuff going on there. Especially excited about the move when it moved away from Ubuntu to Debian. So yeah, so Philip says, Crunchbang was a Debian, GNU and Linux-based distribution offering a great blend of speed, style and substance. Using the nimble OpenBox window manager, it was highly customizable and provided a modern, full-featured GNU Linux system without sacrificing performance. Development of Crunchbang has ended, but it inspired the creation of some excellent spin-off projects by community members. Crunchbang++, which is what we're looking at today, and Bunsen Labs, which is what we looked at just the other day. Okay? And of course here's the website, Crunchbang++, with 11 under it to say that it's based on Debian 11 now. Bullseye, indeed. Now, I had a little bit of trouble downloading from this link, but an awful lot more luck downloading from this link, which essentially is the same link, but this one worked for me, and the one on the main page didn't, so they go for it. So yeah, as you say, it goes all the way back to Jesse, Debian 8. Unbelievable, isn't it, to think that it's been that length of time. So the new features, as they were in September 2021, Python 3 rewriting all of the Python 2 scripts, including new packages for OpenBox supporting apps. The Crunchbang++ icon theme was based on the latest Fienza set. Many bug fixes were applied thanks to the diligence of the community. And Linux 5.10 kernel, as was standard with Bullseye, and they merged the user directory. So yeah, we've got Crunchbang++, and we have Bunsen Labs, both of which have the original Crunchbang developers' blessing. So long may they continue to coexist together. But it must be said that Crunchbang++ is the most Crunchbang one, because its intent was to continue Crunchbang completely, and so it looks just like the old Crunchbang, down to the conky, down to the welcome screen, which I'm not going to do anything with because this will install software and it will take us through the installer as well, so I don't need to do any of that. But if you were going to install this, go for it, because it's a good fun ride and it asks you an awful lot of questions about software that you might want to go looking for later. It's all finding it for you and installing it before you even get going. I'm going to hit Q to get out. Now the conky looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? We've got the conky loaded twice because I refreshed OpenBox, so that looks a bit crazy. If I was to do that again, I did that in an attempt to try and find a simple screen recorder, because I installed simple screen recorder into the live session and it wouldn't show up in the OpenBox menu. So I think I've got to go to GUI menu editor. No, I think I do have to add it myself in here. So I'd put it in here. I'd go down here and like add item. Yeah, so what we've got here, we'll change that to SSR action execute, and the command if I've had that correctly, simple screen recorder, yes, and then that's the save dialog, I believe. Yep. Okay, now let's see if we've got it there now. Yeah, there it is, the simple screen recorder. Okay, so this is how you menu edit. I'm not entirely sure about pipe menus, so yeah, I think that's a separate thing where you open a separate menu. You open the separate pipe menu in a different editor, I don't know. Always terrified the life out of me, always back then, and still does today because I'm so unused to it. So there we go. But what do you get with it? You don't get an awful lot. I wish I could close one of them down, but I guess not. Yeah, okay. We get the run program option, which is how I started simple screen recorder. You get the terminal. There you go. Nice and simple. Beautifully simple. No frills. And that was the name of the game. You get the web browser, which is, well, it's Firefox ESR. Tell me it's ESR. Help about. It is. It's Firefox ESR. My choice every single time. You get the file manager, which is PCman FM. There's the Fienza icon set as advertised. Functional and nothing more. You get your text editor, which is Genie or Genie, which is pretty cool. Very capable text editor and base for coding, I guess. The media player is always VLC. Under accessories, you get your Catfish file search, your archive manager, task manager, which is HTOP. You get your terminal, which was seen. You get Thunar file manager. Hang on a minute, that's Thunar. I thought it was PCman FM. I am wrong. I am mistaken. It's Thunar. Looking very PCman FM. And the option to open it as root, which is very, very convenient. Under graphics, the GIMP installed. I think this is going to offer to install it for us. It's here. Oh, of course. Because Crunchbang came from a time when distributions would ship with the GIMP. That's crazy good. It's 210.22. Okay, and you get the viewing your image viewer and your screenshot utility, which is Scrot, I believe. Yeah. Under multimedia, you've got VLC media player, you've got volume control, which is kind of pulse audio volume control. You've got XF burn for burning discs. Oh yeah. Brand new, but retro. Under network, you've got your choice of browsers where you can install Chromium, you can install Chrome, but you get Firefox pre-packaged. You also get FileZilla, you get the Transmission BitTorrent client, the HexChat Internet Relay Chat client, you've got your remote file systems, your remote desktops, your VNC servers, SSH and stuff like that. And you can install Dropbox straight away from here. Nice one. Can't remember the last time I logged into mine. Under Office, you've got LibreOffice. Well, you can install LibreOffice, but it comes with AbiWord. Get a load. AbiWord. Okay. 1998 to 2012. So it's AbiWord 304. It's quite an old word processor, but how modern does a word processor need to be? if you can type with it, you know, if you can do what you need to do with it, it's fine. And there's the numeric spreadsheet, which is the GNOME spreadsheet, and there's calculator, and you've got an 8 trill PDF viewer. Then you've got a shortcut to all your places, blah 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 blah, all your different directories, including the hidden ones, which is neat. So there we go, look. Pipewire media session. Yeah, you see? List of your recent files. And of course there aren't any. Then the shortcut to your settings for your compositor, for the Conky. You watch if I restart Conky. Oh, we're just down to 1 now. That's a lot better. So that's what it normally looks like. The other one looked a bit crazy because I restarted OpenBox itself. Okay, that's neat. You got your D menu, which is D menu. What's that? F9 to get D menu. It says so on the right, I'm sure. Super tab is client menu. Let's try that. Is this it? This is the D menu. Oh, no. Again, this is what I saw in Bunsen Labs, which basically takes you to, these are your 2 desktops and what's running on each one. That's cool. Okay. So what's D menu? Is it F9 or something? I don't know. So that's there in settings. GM run, edit the config file, etc. OpenBox, you can edit the XML menu file, the RC XML, and you can edit the auto start. And there again is the menu editor, the application settings editor, and the GUI config tool. You can reconfigure or restart. Now if I restart, that will double up the Conky, so I'm not going to do that again. Didn't need to. Editing the Tint 2, brilliant. Display settings, your AR and R screen layout editor. Notification settings, default applications, user interface settings, your power management, screensaver, and choose your wallpaper. And of course, this being Crunchbang, your wallpapers are just various shades of grey. So we've got the default tile, got the fabric, apply that. That's okay, that's not bad. And you've got fabric 2. This is incredibly minimal. It used to come, I do believe it used to come with a wallpaper about the decruftification of Linux. And Crunchbang did that admirably, and Crunchbang ++ carries it on most beautifully. So yeah, a really short visit around Crunchbang ++, the most recent one, the Bullseye version. Thanks for watching. You'll be good now.